Imagine a machine so massive it can swallow an entire football field of wheat before you finish your lunch. A rolling giant that weighs more than 25 fully loaded pickup trucks, moves at highway speeds, and carries enough grain in its belly to feed thousands of people. These are not science fiction, they are real. They are working right now on farms across the world, and today we are counting down the 10 biggest combines ever built. Let's go. Number 10. Case IH Axial Flow. AF9, AF10. We start our countdown with a machine that quietly changed the rules for large-scale harvesting in North America, the Case IH Axial Flow series. The AF10, powered by a 775 horsepower C16 engine, is the single-rotor version of Case IH's flagship combine platform. That engine is the same power plant used in the larger AF11, giving it serious credentials right out of the gate. The Axial Flow name has been synonymous with reliable rotary threshing since Case 1H introduced the concept decades ago, and the modern AF10 carries that legacy forward at an entirely new scale. The AFXL single rotor, an oversized rotor designed specifically for high-throughput performance, ensures crop moves efficiently from the feeder house through to the grain tank. The AF10 features Case IH's Harvest Command automation system, which uses sensors across the machine to optimize performance without requiring constant manual input from the operator. For a Class 10 combine, that level of automation combined with genuine muscle makes the AF10 a serious workhorse on the largest farms in the world. The grain tank on the AF series is one of the largest in the industry, and the unloading system ensures you spend more time cutting and less time waiting on the grain cart. Case IH markets this machine as being designed, engineered, and built by farmers, and that philosophy shows in every element of the AF10's practical, high-output design. Number 9. Deutz-Fahr C9200. The Deutz-Fahr C9200 represents the top of the line from a brand that is not always the first name mentioned in the big combine conversation, but absolutely deserves to be. Equipped with a 13.5-liter six-cylinder Deutz engine delivering up to 650 horsepower, the C9200 is built to tackle large-scale European and global farming operations with precision and raw power. The grain tank on the C9200 holds up to 14,500 liters, approximately 3,800 gallons, giving operators the ability to make extended field runs without constantly stopping to unload. That kind of capacity becomes critical when you are harvesting vast stretches of wheat or rapeseed where every minute of downtime costs money. What sets Deutz-Fahr apart is its engineering focus on durability and reliability. The brand's Maxi Crop threshing system, featured in the C9200, uses a 4.99-foot threshing drum paired with a synchronized straw beater and particularly long straw walkers to enhance grain straw separation. For farmers dealing with heavy tangled crop conditions, that separation efficiency is the difference between good results and great ones. The C9200 can also be paired with a wide variety of header options, from wide grain headers to corn-specific setups, making it a genuinely versatile machine for operations growing multiple crops. Number 8. Gleaner S98. If you have never heard of Gleaner, you are not alone. Outside of North America and a few other markets, this brand stays under the radar. But among serious, large-scale grain farmers in the American Midwest, the Gleaner S98 is a machine with a devoted following and a very unusual design. What makes Gleaner different from almost every other combine on this list is the orientation of its rotor. While most modern rotary combines, John Deere, New Holland, Case 1H, Fendt, run their rotors parallel to the direction of travel, Gleaner installs its rotor transversely, running crosswise in the machine. This gives the threshing system a very different crop flow characteristic, and Gleaner's engineers believe it results in gentler grain handling and excellent separation in certain crop types. The S98 is powered by an AGCO power engine, delivering 478 horsepower and features a grain tank capacity of approximately 13,700 liters. It also comes equipped with Gleaner's natural flow process, which has been refined to improve feeding consistency in challenging conditions like heavy canola swaths and green stem soybeans, crops that notoriously cause problems for conventional feeding systems. The machine also offers live yield mapping through AGCO's FieldStar Live system or EdgeLeader integration. giving operators real-time agronomic data as they harvest. The downside? That wide transverse rotor design means the combine is too wide for European roads, so this one belongs firmly in North American fields. Number 7. New Holland CR 10.90. Here is where things start to get seriously impressive. The New Holland CR 10.90 is not just a large combine. It is the combine that holds the official Guinness World Record for the most wheat harvested in 8 hours, setting that record in 2014 with a staggering 797,656 kilograms of wheat in a single 8-hour session. That works out to roughly 99 tons per hour, a number that still commands respect today. The CR 10.90 is powered by a 700 horsepower engine and uses New Holland's distinctive twin-rotor design. 2 large rotors working in parallel to deliver separation performance that very few machines can match. The twin-rotor system processes crop through a long, high-capacity separation zone, extracting grain with exceptional thoroughness even at high throughput levels. The grain tank on the CR 10.90 holds an impressive 14,500 liters, and the unloading system moves grain out quickly to keep the machine rolling. New Holland developed this machine's design to push the absolute boundaries of what was possible in a production combine harvester, and the world record proved that it delivered. The CR 10.90 also served as the direct predecessor to its successor on this list, but we will get to that machine shortly. For now, understand that this combine changed the conversation about what a harvester could achieve in a single day of work. Number 6. John Deere X9 1100. John Deere has long been the most recognized name in farm equipment, and the X9 1100 represents the American manufacturer's answer to the horsepower and capacity race that had been heating up in Europe. Released in 2020, the X9 1100 became the largest combine John Deere had ever built, and it delivered numbers that even its fiercest competitors had to respect. The X9 1100 is powered by a 13.6-liter 6-cylinder John Deere engine producing 700 horsepower and uses a twin-rotor design. The XDS dual-rotor system, which represented a significant departure from John Deere's traditional single-rotor S-series machines. By going to 2 rotors, Deere dramatically increased the threshing and separation area, resulting in crop going through 9 full revolutions in the rotor system to minimize losses. The grain tank holds 16,200 liters, and the unloading system can discharge 186 liters per second. According to John Deere, the X9 1100 is capable of threshing 100 tons of wheat per hour, with less than 1% grain loss, a throughput figure that puts it firmly among the elite machines on this list. The cleaning shoe on the X9 is also worth highlighting. The Dynaflow XL cleaning shoe features 36% more cleaning area than John Deere's previous S-series machines, and the cleaning capacity increased by 45%. On tracks, the X9 weighs approximately 32 tons, and it is available with headers up to 13.7 meters wide. The price tag: a fully optioned X9 1100 with a large draper header comfortably exceeds $1 million. Number 5. Case IH Axial Flow AF11. The Case IH AF11 is the brand's most powerful and most capable combine ever built, and it represents the company's entry into the Class 10 Plus category that has emerged in the early 2020s to accommodate machines that exceed the previous Class 10 performance ceiling. Powered by the same 775 horsepower C16 engine as the AF10, the AF11 steps things up with an AFXL2 dual rotor configuration, 2 oversized rotors working together to dramatically increase separation capacity over the single rotor AF10. The dual rotor setup is specifically engineered for high performance in small grains, where the capacity for grain straw separation is pushed to its maximum. The AF11 features Case IH's AFS Harvest Command automation system, which uses 16 sensors distributed throughout the combine to automate 7 different machine adjustments simultaneously. Case IH designed this system so that even inexperienced operators can achieve expert-level productivity. The machine essentially manages itself in response to changing crop conditions. Combined with the synchronized feed system, radar spread automation, and subscription-free connectivity through field ops, the AF11 represents a complete rethinking of what large-scale harvesting looks like. Case IH calls it the most powerful combine series they have ever offered, and with 775 horsepower and a dual-rotor setup, that claim is entirely justified. Number 4. Claas Lexion 8900. Now we are entering the upper echelon, the truly elite machines where specifications stop being impressive and start being almost unbelievable. The Claas Lexion 8900 was recognized as the biggest combine harvester in the world when it launched in 2019, and it held that title by sheer brute force. The Lexion 8900 is powered by a 16.2-liter MAND26 engine, producing 790 horsepower. At the time of its launch, this was approximately 90 horsepower more than its nearest competitor. That engine, combined with the new APS Synflow hybrid threshing system, delivered separation efficiency that set new benchmarks for European harvesting conditions. The grain tank holds 18,000 liters, nearly 2,000 liters more than the John Deere X9 1100, and it can be emptied in just 100 seconds. The transfer pipe on the Lexion 8900 is also notable. At over 11 meters in length, it holds the record as the longest transfer pipe on the market, giving operators maximum flexibility when unloading on the move. Claas built the Lexion 8900 specifically to dominate large-scale European grain production, and the machine's pricing reflected its ambitions. The basic variant listed at $809,940 at launch. The Lexion 8900 proved that Claas was serious about owning the top of the combine market, and for a period of time, they absolutely did. Number 3. Fendt Ideal 10T. Fendt's response to the Claas Lexion 8900 was direct, deliberate, and powerful. The Fendt Ideal 10T, introduced at Agritechnica 2019 and made available in North America in 2020, matches the Claas flagship horsepower for horsepower. Both machines use the same MAN 16.2-liter engine, producing 790 horsepower, the most powerful production combine engine available from any manufacturer when these machines launched. What makes the Ideal 10T unique is the T in its name, tracks. The tracked configuration gives the machine significantly better flotation on soft or wet soils, reducing compaction on agricultural land. This matters enormously to large-scale grain farmers who understand that soil health directly impacts long-term crop yields. Available track widths include 26, 30, and 36 inches of rubber track, giving operators flexibility depending on their soil type and field conditions. The Ideal 10T uses AGCO's dual-rotor Ideal threshing and cleaning system and features the Ideal Streamer 6.0 unloading auger, which can discharge grain at 6 bushels per second, a faster unload rate than the John Deere X9 at the time of its release. The grain tank holds approximately 14,500 liters, and the machine can be fitted with headers up to 50 feet wide. The tracked version of the Ideal 10T also features the Fendt Ideal Drive Joystick Steering System, the only joystick steering system available on any major combine manufacturer's product at the time of its release. For operators spending long days in the cab harvesting thousands of acres, that ergonomic difference is not trivial. When the Ideal 10T launched, Fendt's marketing team made a point of noting that it was 100 horsepower larger than what John Deere was calling their new Class 11 machine, a statement designed to get attention, and it worked. Number 2. New Holland CR11. In 2023, New Holland unveiled the CR11, and the world paid attention. This machine was awarded the Gold Award for Innovation at Agritechnica 2023 in Hanover, Germany, the highest honor available in the agricultural equipment world, and it earned that recognition by redefining what a production combine harvester can be. The CR11 is powered by a 755 horsepower C16 engine, the same platform used by Case IH in its AF series, and it uses New Holland's twin-rotor configuration, with two 24-inch rotors working in tandem. Those twin rotors drive separation performance to levels that New Holland's own engineers describe as unprecedented, targeting a 30% increase in capacity over the already impressive CR10. The grain tank is massive, 20,000 liters. That is the largest grain tank ever fitted to a production combine harvester. The unloading system can discharge grain at 210 liters per second, again the fastest discharge rate ever offered on a production machine. In practical terms, this means farmers spend dramatically less time idling and waiting on grain carts and dramatically more time cutting. But the CR11's most forward-looking feature is its artificial intelligence integration. The machine features AI-driven automatic adjustment, where the combine continuously monitors its own performance and makes setting changes without operator input. The Twin Clean cleaning shoe is another innovation. It features 2 consecutive cleaning systems with 2 upper screens, 2 lower screens, 2 clean grain augers, and 2 sets of pressure sensors evaluating cleaning shoe load in real time. New Holland also engineered the CR11 with a new automatic blockage clearance system. In the event of a plug, the machine guides the operator through a disengagement sequence without requiring anyone to leave the cab. A safety and efficiency improvement that addresses one of the most frustrating and time-consuming events in harvesting. The CR11 can be fitted with headers up to 61 feet, 18.6 meters in width. That is a cutting front wider than many suburban houses are long. With this machine, New Holland reclaimed its position at the very top of the production combine world, at least temporarily, because the machine at number 1 is in a class entirely of its own. Number 1. Tribine T1001. Everything on this list so far has been a conventional combine harvester, a machine that threshes, separates, cleans, and stores grain in a single unit. The Tribine T1000 is also a combine harvester, but it is built on a fundamentally different concept than every other machine here, and that difference is what earns it the top spot on this countdown. The Tribine T1000 was originally prototyped and unveiled in 2013 at AG Connect in Kansas City. Production development continued for years, with the updated 2018 T1000 representing the machine in its commercial-ready form. The concept behind the Tribine is radical. Instead of building a larger, heavier version of the same design that has existed for decades, inventor Ben Dillon and his team asked a completely different question. What if the combine could carry its own grain cart? The T1000 is built in 2 sections connected by a center articulation joint. The front section handles all threshing, separation, and cleaning operations. The rear section is a dedicated grain module, a massive self-contained grain tank designed to hold the grain that the front harvesting section produces. That grain module holds up to 1,000 bushels, approximately 35,200 liters, which is the largest grain storage capacity ever incorporated into a single combine harvester. No other combine comes close. The machine is powered by twin Cummins 9.0-liter engines, one in the front module and one in the rear, together producing 650 continuous horsepower. This dual-engine configuration means the rear grain transport module has its own dedicated power supply, ensuring that running a fully loaded 1,000-bushel grain tank does not rob power from the threshing and separation systems. It also means both engines contribute to road travel, giving the Tribine a top speed of 30 miles per hour even while pulling its header on a transport cart. The unloading speed is where the T1000 truly defies belief, 500 bushels per minute, via its electromechanical rear module drive system. In practical terms, the machine can unload its full 1,000-bushel grain bin in approximately 2 minutes. For comparison, a conventional grain cart usually takes significantly longer to unload, while also requiring a separate tractor to pull it across the field. The grain compaction impact is also addressed by the Tribine's design. The T1000 features full-time all-wheel drive, center-articulated steering, and rear-wheel steering, giving the operator the ability to have all 4 wheels running in the same direction or in opposite directions. This flexibility minimizes soil compaction tracks across the field, which the company says makes no-till farming practical and profitable in the Corn Belt in a way that conventional combines struggle to achieve. The rotor on the Tribine has a swing diameter of 38 inches, the largest on any combine on this list, and the concave wraps around 270 degrees of the rotor's cylindrical surface, providing a dramatically larger separation area than conventional single-rotor machines. The cleaning area is described by Tribine as up to twice the size of any other harvester, using advanced pneumatic methods to separate chaff from grain more efficiently. The choppers on the 2018 T1000 were made 25% longer than the original design, and multiple discharge paths were created to spread straw and chaff more evenly across a swath width of up to 50 feet. With 2 250-gallon fuel tanks, the machine can operate continuously for up to 18 hours, compared to approximately 12.7 hours for a conventional combine, according to Tribine's own testing data. The T1000 weighs 25 tons fully equipped and has a transport width of 4.44 meters, too wide for most European Union roads, which is why this machine is built for North American agriculture. But on the vast grain fields of Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and the Canadian prairies, it is a harvesting concept that its advocates believe represents the future. The Tribine T1000 is not just the biggest combine ever built by grain tank capacity. It is a machine that asks whether the entire design philosophy behind the combine harvester, a concept largely unchanged since the mid-20th century, needs to be rethought from the ground up. And by every measure of grain tank size, unloading speed, and daily harvesting throughput, the Tribine T1000 makes a compelling case that the answer is yes. If you found this video interesting, drop a comment below telling us which combine you think is the most impressive. If you are new here, hit subscribe. We cover the biggest machines in the world every week. And until next time, keep watching the Big Iron roll.